time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
I'm his offensive coordinator. I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 28. Give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On the option. He'll toss it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came.
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Here's a heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Quick handoff. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got a man. It's Johnson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop.
Got some room in under the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on third and goal. Trying to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time finds water, gets it into the for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Brown wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Now the play fake. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. From the gun, give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Stanford to the line on third and long. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Holstein. That's caught. It's Reed. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give to Davis. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Well, with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. The kick is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To the air, it's Holstein. This time it's complete.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll run the sneak for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Holstein. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the Panthers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Holstein. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is in the air. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Under fire. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little space.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the Pittsburgh offense will take over.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Panthers get enough for the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Oh, he's got a chance. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now facing a third and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Panthers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
Lots of running room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Brown wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Wide open spaces. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Irvin. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Doyle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
14.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Try to get it to the edge. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Holstein. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, going up top. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Stanford quickly to the line.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Caught behind the line. It's Doyle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
26. Stanford, 21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
To throw, it's Holstein. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
They boot it away on 4th down. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. It's complete to the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Brown will throw it. intercepted for the 11th time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll ride. It's here. Got enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.